Keg stands and paddleboards, forever associated with inductions into, well-known exclusive organizations, but they can get pretty brutal. So why do people go through with it? Hey guys, Julia here for DNews. Initiation rites seem as old as time. Thousands of cultures participate in some variation of them. Here in America, we often associate them with sports teams, social groups, Greek organizations on college campuses, or even the military. Bullying is as old as we are too. It's when someone who is in a position of power abuses someone beneath them. But put those two together and you get hazing. Hazing is defined by the Ramapo Journal of Law and Society as any activity required implicitly or explicitly as a condition of initiation or continued membership in an organization that may negatively impact the physical or psychological well-being. Hazing is like bullying, but it's a little weird. Here's a direct quote from a researcher. "It's very rare for bullies to say, 'I'm gonna bully you for 3 months, but after that, we're gonna be bros.' But that's the sort of thing that happens with hazing. Hazing isn't fun, it's not. But that's not what you might hear coming out of the mouths of recent pledges. And that's because they've convinced themselves they've enjoyed it. I once had a friend in a frat, sorry, he would be mad if I said that, I should call it a fraternity, who said he participated in hazing because, quote, shared PTSD makes you closer. What? Well, he's not entirely wrong. Sharing something brings people together, whether it's a meal, a victory, and yes, even being hazed. When you think of hazing, you think of a few things: drinking games and embarrassing dares, like having intimate relations with a pig, for example. And it turns out it's really effective in making people want to join a group and in making people really like the group they're joining. Social psychology explains that hazing produces cognitive dissonance, which is the mental stress you feel when dealing with two contradictory beliefs. Early social psychology says that pledges try to dispel that dissonance from hazing in two ways. He can convince himself that the initiation was not very unpleasant, or he can exaggerate the positive characteristics of the group and minimize its negative aspects. And the more unpleasant the initiation is, the less they can convince themselves of the former, so they have to exaggerate the latter. One famous 1959 psychology study found that people liked the group they joined more if they did something embarrassing to get in. In this study, researchers had college women try to get into a book club. Some women went through severe initiation, some went through a mild initiation, and some went through none at all. But severe in this case was to read obscene words out loud and also read aloud 2 vivid descriptions of sexual activity from contemporary novels. But hey, it was the 50s, so that was downright scandalous at the time. Anyway, the researchers found that those who went through the severe initiation rated the group as significantly more attractive than those women who went through other initiations. Basically, the harder and more uncomfortable it was to get into the group, the more they claimed they liked it. And the harder the initiation, the greater the dissonance and the more they fight it by liking it. So basically your brain is like, wow, this sucks, why did I do this? But you know what? This club must be really cool to get into. Hazing also forges these strong bonds between pledges by wearing down their sense of individual identity. It can be physical or psychological, because when people in a group are faced with a threat, they rely more on the group and look for group-promoting behavior. So basically, you look around during something kind of traumatic and make sure everyone is in it together. This kind of shared trauma creates an intense bond with other pledges and creates a distance between themselves and non-group members. Basically, it creates a kind of us versus them mentality among pledges. And the experience of hazing itself, or maltreatment as some researchers call it, makes pledges feel dependent on the group, cognitively, socially, and emotionally. Because of what they went through together, they now depend on the group for opinions and even validation. You probably won't be surprised to learn that there are some downsides to hazing. One study published in the journal Group Dynamics, Theory, Research, and Practice found that undergrads who went through hazing had low self-esteem, they rely more on their peers, and don't like to be left alone. So while hazing and severe initiation might be unpleasant and potentially dangerous, it does exactly what it's designed to do. It wears individual identity down, strengthens bonds with group members, and convinces you that getting kind of abused is fun. And it increases the prestige of the team or group that you're joining. To get a little more background on how fraternities and sororities became a common part of college life, check out this video from TestTube News.
The Greek system is a uniquely American trend across many college campuses dating back to the American Revolution. Some students form secretive, highly selective clubs to discuss controversial topics.
So have you ever been hazed? Tell us about it down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons and keep coming back to DNews so you don't miss a single episode.